Alright, so in this episode, we're going to take a closer look at the Airgun Sporting Association to see what they're doing for the industry. So to do that, we're going to have to travel down to Georgia to meet up with Mitch King and Rick Ward. Rick Ward is going to be working for Air Force Airguns, and Mitch King is the president of the Airgun Sporting Association. So we'll meet up with them and set up a booth. We've got about 100 people that'll be coming through the booth to shoot 2 Air Force Texans. One will be the SS model, which is a suppressed variant, and there'll be a standard one as well. So going down, I'm going to try and do a little bit of a vlog. When we get there, I'm going to have to be working, so most likely I will not be able to vlog while I'm working, just because I'll be a range safety officer, so I don't want to abandon my duties, if you will. But I would like to get 2 interviews, one with Rick and one with Mitch, so look forward to seeing those to find out more about the Airgun Sporting Association. So guys, stay tuned. I'll see you in Georgia. All right, so I just got off the phone with Rick. He said he stopped at Iraq Vet 8888's house, Eric's house, to pick up some steel silhouette targets, I guess, that were not painted. Thanks, Eric. Just kidding. No, so right now I'm actually outside Home Depot. I did a bit of a detour. I'm gonna pick up some spray paint, and then we're gonna head back to the range. So give me 1 second. Boom. Spray paint. Eric, seriously, thank you for loaning us the targets. That is awesome, and thank you to everyone who's made this trip possible and this range day possible. Let's get to the range. Just need my keys first. Onward. All right, I'm just waiting for Rick Ward right now. We are on the range property, and it is absolutely beautiful. My goodness. Hey bud, hey, so I'm back here about halfway back the road. I don't see anything yet.
Okay.
So I'm pulled off to the side of the road. I'll wait for you to show up, and then we'll just head.
Yeah, I'm pulling in right now. Let's see.
Turn left onto Hatcher's Run. Then your destination will be on the right.
Yeah, it says turn Hatcher's Run, destination's on the right. The gate's closed.
Is it? You went to the one with the lock?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's the auto gate.
Oh, it's the auto gate?
Yeah.
Did you get? I gave you the code.
Hey, look.
So the groundskeeper saw me at the wrong gate, and he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm here to set up for an event. And he's like, well, you're at the wrong gate. I was like, I see that. So he gave me the code and told me to go up where you're at, and lo and behold, we got in.
Wow, that's cool. Have y'all had breakfast or anything?
I have not.
Good. We'll go over here and scope out the situation, and then we'll go eat something.
10-4.
Is that you right
That's
there?
me, yup.
All right. Where are we going?
I have no idea.
Oh.
I got the camera rolling right now. I was just doing a little bit of a vlog.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's up?
Not too much. How are you?
I'm good. When did you find out where we're supposed to be shooting at?
I know. I was gonna go up to the barn. I was like, you know what? You're probably not far away. I'll just stop right here and.
Yeah. Well, we can go up there and see if there's anybody up there.
Sounds good. If not, we'll double back and head up the trail.
All right.
I'll follow you.
Okay, man.
All right, so we're out here at the Sandy Creek Sporting Grounds. We're here with Rick Ward and Air Force Airguns, plus the Airgun Sporting Association. Rick's gonna break down a little bit about what we're doing out here and what airguns we're gonna be using. Stay tuned.
We're out here in Greensboro at the Sandy Creek Shooting Grounds. It's a beautiful sporting club. You can hear some shotguns going off in the back. They have sporting clays. They have pistol ranges, rifle ranges. It's just a beautiful facility. So our purpose out here today is to show off air rifles, kind of like the one I'm holding here. Most of you guys that follow the channel, you're all familiar with the Texan SS by Air Force and the line of Air Force Airguns. So again, our purpose out here today is to talk to the lawmakers. There's a lot of questions. A lot of people don't really understand air rifles. When they think about an air rifle, they think about the old Red Ryder BB gun or a Daisy BB gun, something you'd go out and shoot cans with. Well, if you jump forward into the 21st century arena, we have got just phenomenal air rifles in this day and age. So a lot of people are going, well, is it ethical to take a deer with an air rifle? Well, absolutely it is. You could tell them that all day long, but they have to kind of experience for themselves. So we've got some really nice steel targets set up here. We've got a really great range they've put us on, and we've got lawmakers. We have groups of 15 or 20 that are going to be coming throughout the day, and we're going to give them an opportunity to shoot the Texan SS along with the original Texan, if you will. We're going to give them an opportunity to shoot those, and I've got some catalogs and information for them. I'm going to be here answering questions for them when they ask, just things that they may not know or they may want to know more about air rifles. And in fact, I'm going to throw this in there, that the president of the gun club was so impressed. They came down here and shot the guns. They've had some other guns here for youth and adults to shoot that they didn't have good luck with, and they were so impressed with our product that they want to buy some to put in here on their gun range. And so it's really refreshing to watch people's eyes light up when they get to shoot an air rifle, and that's what we're here for. We're here to introduce people to the sport of air gunning, and it's absolutely a lot of fun to do it. I'm out here with Ryan Ream. He's one of the best videographers going in the air gun industry. He is an asset to the ASA. Our president, Mitch King, will be out here later on today, and we're just going to have a lot of fun. We've already been at just a great reception so far of people just welcoming us in to their facility, and again, shooting the guns. So for more information on that, please be sure, if you've not saved the web address, ASA, Airgun Sporting Association, guys, it is here to help promote air gunning in every state, not just Georgia, not just Florida, Alabama. It is for every state, and they're working tirelessly to help try to further air gun laws and get them changed. Mitch King and the lobbyists, they were instrumental in helping get Georgia passed. This year we were able to hunt deer in Georgia with air rifles, and we've already been able to take some really nice deer and have some great hunting trips using air rifles.
I'm Mitch King. I'm the president and CEO of the Airgun Sporting Association. The association is a 501c6 industry organization made up of most of the larger manufacturers here in the U.S. of air guns, as well as importers of air guns here in the U.S. We currently have 8 members and growing. It's an organization that's been in play for about 2.5 years now, and was started out with the idea of trying to focus our attention on legalizing big bore air gun hunting for big game in as many states as we can get it in across the U.S. One of the biggest struggles in legalizing air guns is trying to convince agencies that, number one, that they are an effective tool for taking an animal ethically. That sort of all stems from folks thinking about air guns as being simply a your daddy's BB gun type. And so I spend a lot of time talking to agency directors and leadership inside the Fish and Wildlife agencies about what's going on with the technology of air guns, and especially big bore air guns. And once they see it, that sort of goes away real quick. The second big thing is the excise tax issue. As some of you may know, almost all of the equipment used in hunting, whether it be guns and the ammunition that's shot from guns, or air bows and all of the equipment that attaches to the bow, pay an excise tax of 11%, and air guns don't pay that tax, and so that's one of the big question marks, because that tax is not just a tax, it's the way that Fish and Wildlife agencies support their and manage wildlife inside of their state. Without that funding, coupled with with hunting license sales, state agencies wouldn't have the capability to manage wildlife and provide the opportunities for hunting that all of you realize. And so it is important that the airgun industry focuses some attention on helping to support conservation. It's what we call the American system of conservation funding. And I think Airguns and the airgun industry have a role to play in that system of funding. I appreciate all the help that comes from the viewers when it comes to reaching out to your state fish and wildlife agencies and letting them know that there is an interest in airgun hunting, especially airgun hunting for big game, deer, elk, and I think it's important because one of the lesser issues, but still an issue when I'm talking to state directors, is they don't really see a contingent of folks out there that may be wanting to hunt in their state with air guns. And the more you can let your state agency know that air guns are important to you and that you would like to see air guns legalized, the better it would be. And then always be ready, because we have opportunities that pop up. The Airgun Sporting Association, our work with state wildlife agencies, there's always opportunities where we need the agency to hear from you. For instance, we're in the middle right now of working on a regulation in Indiana where the state agency is proposing air guns. There will be public meetings coming up over the next 6 months or so, and having air gun enthusiasts in the state of Indiana stepping forward and coming to those public meetings and making their wishes known will be extremely important. One of the best ways that you as viewers can help is to keep track of the Airgun Sporting Association's social media presence. You will see opportunities pop up routinely, or requests pop up, asking for your involvement and engagement, and being ready to provide that support, that local support, that voice of airgun enthusiasts across the country is extremely important. I can't emphasize enough how important that is. So please keep track of our social media platform, and let us know if you hear anything about legislation that might be in the works in your state, or some regulatory change, and I can follow up with it. But at the same time, I'll let you know when I hear something in your state, and hopefully you can follow up and help there as well. One of the, as we sort of close this out, one of the things I'd like to say to you is to let you know that we are having some success. It's sort of slow in the process, but the successes we're having, we're now up to 20 states across the country that allow big bore airgun hunting, big game hunting using big bore technology, and almost all of the states. I think there's only one state that doesn't allow air guns for small game. So I think we're seeing a whole lot more acceptance by the wildlife agencies when it comes to air guns. At the same time, we're faced with those challenges of us stepping forward in a positive way and supporting state wildlife agencies in their management efforts through excise taxes, or other ways we might support them through helping with recruitment activities, as well as possibly there might be some states that are thinking about asking airgun hunters to buy a special airgun hunting stamp, again, as a way to support conservation. Thank you.
So what a trip this has been. This has been absolutely amazing. You got to see, what the Airgun Sporting Association is doing for the industry and for airgun hunters like yourself. I'm so glad that I could be a part of this. We got to teach, all kinds of legislators, the whole way up to senators. There was a lot of influential people who were coming through and shooting Air Force air guns. They really liked it. Everything was received extremely well. They were extremely impressed with the power and accuracy of Air Force. As always, we always enjoy shooting Air Force air guns, so it's a given. We knew people would really enjoy them. Rick Ward is an amazing guy. He is just fun-loving, very knowledgeable. I mean, any question somebody had about the Airguns, man, he was just like, boom, boom, done. Here's the answer. I mean, it was fantastic to have somebody like that, to work with somebody like that. And Mitch is always, I mean, he's very knowledgeable. He cares about the sports. It was really nice to interact with him, do an interview with him, kind of learn more about the association. So I hope everybody enjoyed this episode. I hope you now know about the Airgun Sporting Association. I know Rick is doing his own video. He kind of did a vlog about the Airgun Sporting Association and what he was doing here at the event. So you can look for that on the Urban Airgunner channel. That should be pretty exciting to see that one. I can't wait to see myself. I'm usually behind the camera. I'm generally never in front of the camera. So this is kind of new to do an adventure, this far. Doing something like this is really cool, and I'm glad I could, set my cameras up and just run with it and see what happens. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out, but I think everyone's going to really enjoy it. So thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Okay, one more thing. Head over to airgunsportingassociation.org and go to their hunting map. There you can find information on your state, on what you can and can't hunt. And if you're feeling up for it, sign up for the newsletter. You'll get great information on up-and-coming events like this that you could potentially be a part of. That's something we really want to push, is bringing air gunners in like myself to help companies like Air Force and help Mitch out at these events. It would be really nice to have more knowledgeable people in the industry start showing up. So that's something else you can do. There's tabs in there. There's contact forms on the website. So just go in there, sign up, put your information in, and Mitch will be in contact. So that's awesome. I really appreciate everybody for checking out the video. Catch you on the next one.